Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. I'm Betsy McDaniel. As always, there's a lot to cover in the Lowcountry today, so let's get started with our headlines. More than 85% of Beaufort and Jasper County voters decided to skip casting a vote in yesterday's primaries. Those primaries, of course, set up this November's elections. The ones who did vote nominated Nancy Mace resoundingly over Catherine Templeton in the 1st Congressional District Republican primary by a 57 to 30 percentage point margin. Bill Young got 13% of the vote. Mace will be challenged in November by Robert Smalls' great-grandson, Michael Moore, who edged Mac DeFord by 3 percentage points, or about 700 total votes, though DeFord did win Beaufort and Jasper counties. Congressman Joe Wilson and Jim Clyburn find out who their general election opponents will be, as David Robinson won the Democratic primary in District 2 and Duke Buckner won the GOP primary in District 6. There were very few local primaries, but former Jasper County Sheriff Chris Malfris will now face current Sheriff Don Hipp for the job in November. And Audrey Williams won the right to meet incumbent Bill Hager for the State House District 122 seat. All of the Lowcountry State House and Senate seats have candidates from both parties asking for your vote in November. It has taken nearly 7 years, but a police brutality claim against a Bluffton officer has finally been settled. Officer Cody Kirkman stopped Ted Ellis for license violations back in August of 2017, then flipped Ellis face first onto May River Road and knelt on the handcuffed Ellis back for 9 minutes during the stop, all while blood dripped from Ellis's chin. An excessive force complaint and lawsuit have been winding their way through the court system ever since. Now the State Insurance Reserve Fund has finally paid Ellis $750,000. A store's warehouse sale isn't usually considered news unless you actually need a ticket to get into it, and has become a tourist attraction over the years. The 6,000 tickets for the 12th annual Spartina 449 warehouse sale in July will be available online beginning Friday the 14th at noon on the Eventbrite website, and last year's tickets went almost as quickly as a ticket to a Taylor Swift or Beyonce concert. The upscale handbag, apparel, and accessory brand draws shoppers nationwide to Hilton Head High School this year for the weekend of July 12th through the 14th. The sale is only 3 days instead of 4 this year, but will be offering 10 semi-truck loads of items, including even beach chairs for the first time. Revenue from the admission ticket sales will go to local charities. And in case you wondered just how much garbage people throw away on our beaches, Shore Beach Services says it's hauled away over 63 tons of trash in May, which is enough to fill 5 school buses. And that's before the big summer months, June, July, and August. There is some good news, however. Operations Manager Mike Wagner told the Island Packet he's pleased that most of the trash is put in the designated bins, and says the county landfill is now accepting more recyclables than in previous years. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And now here's Justin Jarrett with what happened last night in the Lowco.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. The All-Stars were back on the diamonds last night with the 8 and under district tournaments getting underway, and Team Lowco's Wes Kerr was out at the Crossings Park on Hilton Head last night to check out the Diamond Youth Baseball All-Stars, and the home team came out swinging as Hilton Head routed Beaufort National 15-3, smacking 18 hits off their coach. That's right, the kids won't start pitching until the 10U All-Stars take the field this weekend. Hilton Head is back at it tonight at 6 p.m. taking on Bluffton National, which makes its tournament debut. The winner will face Beaufort American, which roughed up Bluffton American 11-2 on Tuesday. Bluffton American and Beaufort National square off at 6 p.m. tonight in an elimination game. We got our first look at the softball All-Stars last night at Burton Wells Complex in Beaufort, where the 3-team round robin kicked off with the host Beaufort squad holding on for an 11-9 win over Colleton County. Colleton runs it back tonight against Bluffton. And on the golf course, the South Carolina Golf Association's Junior Championship teed off Tuesday at the Wood Creek Club in Elgin, and a couple of local golfers were near the top of the leaderboard after round 1. Bluffton's Luke Block shot an opening 72 and was tied for 3rd, and red-hot Jack Cursor carded a 73 and was tied for 7th going into this morning. For more local sports news, check out tonight's new episode of the Lowco Sports Lowdown, live at 9 p.m. on the Lowco Media Network. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
Thanks, Justin. And now let's take a look at our weather, which is sponsored by Lowcountry Crawl Spaces with Maria Soden.
Thanks, Betsy. Yep, so taking a look ahead, it does look like we're going to have a few storms rolling into our area the next couple of days, but then we should be getting a break in time for the weekend. So taking a look at Thursday, it's going to be partly cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms throughout the evening. Hilton Head's going to have a high of 87, a low of 74, and then Bluffton and Beaufort have a high of 89 and a low of 72. The sunrise for Thursday is going to be at 6:16 and sunset's going to be at 8:30. Taking a look at the tides, low tides going to be at 10:22 a.m. and high tides going to be at 3:12 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week and into the weekend, Friday we're going to see scattered thunderstorms throughout the day, but should be clearing up by the evening. Highs in the 90s, lows in the 70s. Then come Saturday, it's going to be sunny with highs in the 90s and lows in the 70s. And then Sunday, it's going to be partly cloudy with highs in the upper 80s, lows in the 70s. That's it for today for your low country crawl space weather. Let's head it back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. After a quick break, we're going to chat with J.R. Richardson, so don't go away.